Carl here from Games, Brains and a Head-Banging Life. gbhbl.com for short. Checking out the new album by Distance, the deathcore heavyweights, marking their Century Media debut with their much anticipated brand new album Heritage, released on February 10th, 2023. This album continuing that thematic, wonderful, sci-fi leaning lyrical content which the band have already put out there in the published pages of the Rise of Tarantopia. I think I'm saying that correctly. This is one of the brightest stars in the modern deathcore scene. Distant have been knocking it out of the park over the past few releases, combining detailed and dystopian sci-fi stories with raging and pulverizing deathcore heaviness. Something, happily, they continue with great aplomb on this new record. Featuring 12 examples of unbridled aggression, exciting energy and chaotic intensity, Heritage is the moment Distant go from a band that a lot of people are talking about to a band that everyone is talking about. A dark and horror-infused intro called Acid Rain sets the scene as Distant transition into the blistering ferocity of Paradigm Shift. The intensity that this band showcases on this track is startling, and it is undeniably one of the heaviest things the band has ever put out. It is also one hell of a brilliant start to this album. Collect your teeth though, shake off that brain fog. Distant are only getting started. Turning up the heat with a crunching Born of Blood, a track that descends into guttural carnage with barely a breath taken. Followed then by The Grief Manifest and Exo Filth, two meaty, mean and thrilling examples of Distance deathcore layers. How's this for something special though? Argent Justice is a 7+ minute deathcore epic that features the who's who of the international deathcore scene on vocals, and it is a celebration of the scene. It is an absurd undertaking and really shouldn't work as well as it does, especially when you see the number of names featured in this one track. There are so many from so many different bands, the likes of Suicide Silence, 1056, Paleface, Worm Shepherd, Angel Maker. There are so many names involved in this one particular song that to list them all would, well, it would just take too long. Go check it out, go listen to the song. It is an insane undertaking. And it is incredibly impressive and thankfully not particularly jarring because many of these vocalists share similar vocal styles. It's back to simpler activities for Distance with the Gnostic Uprising, where the guitar squeals will send a shiver down the spine. Then a Sentence to Suffer showcases crunching instrumental and roaring massacre of vocals before Human Scum's absurd level of brutality and the blood-curdling speed of the title track leaves the body well and truly racked with pain. There's simply no let up here. Even when you get these always interesting levels of sci-fi atmosphere layered throughout, it's a Distant trademark, this sci-fi ambience and atmosphere that exists in these albums. And it's here, it's prominent, and it's still brilliant. It also means there's no boredom setting in as the album reaches its end. It has been a killer ride, and now it's all about sticking the landing, so that this can be assuredly called Distance's best work to date, which these deathcore malcontents do with such ease it is almost funny, wrapping things up in unsurprisingly savage but such bloody satisfying style with Orphan of Blight and Plague Breeder. This is Distance reaching an apex they have been clawing their way to for years now. They are standing atop the deathcore mountain. This is one of the albums of the year, not just in this particular scene but on metal overall. It's Heritage brilliance that has got them there. It is a must listen if you're a fan of the more extreme side of metal. I think it's worth checking out even if you're not, just to see what's going on, kind of see why this band has been growing and growing and growing to this culmination of this incredible epic album. It's Heritage, it's out on February 10th, 2023 via Century Media Records. You know what to do? Check it out. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please help us out by giving us a thumbs up and hitting that subscribe button. If you really liked what you saw, consider donating to keep the website and channel running by buying us a coffee via our coffee page or picking up some merch.
from our Big Cartel store. You can check us out on gbhbl.com as well as via our social media, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, as well as listen to our interviews via SoundCloud, Apple Music and Spotify. Just search for GBHBL. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?